Incredibly disturbing images of Donald Trump have surfaced from this weekend. I am going to argue that as disgusting and dilapidated as these images are, and they're very disgusting, I'm warning you, if you're eating right now, this is not going to be the segment for you. These images are nothing compared to what they represent about Trump's presidency. So let's take a look. It is true. Donald Trump was photographed at one of his many golf clubs playing golf this weekend, and people noticed from the images that Donald Trump appears to be having serious difficulty getting around. His posture is awkward, his gait is labored, he seems barely able to comfortably move from the golf cart when he is trying to get to the ball or even going back and talking to people. Now, of course, we can speculate, and we've been having to speculate for years, but we don't really need to. Is something wrong with Trump's legs? Is it Trump's weight? Is it something else? We can't diagnose Trump from photographs, and the White House is never honest or forthcoming about what's going on with Donald Trump's health. Fine. I am going to argue here that the physical spectacle of it all is really the smaller story. We know Trump's age. He was born in 1946. He's 80 years old. He has this strange gait. His hands are bruised. His ankles are swollen like tree trunks. He's increasingly confused at every single public appearance. He is deserving of scrutiny. And Republicans treated every stumble and every verbal mistake from Joe Biden as a national emergency. So they established a standard, and they want everybody else to look away from Trump. We've dealt with all of that. The more consequential image is Trump spending another weekend golfing while we have red alert warning signs in this economy. The U.S. lost 23,000 jobs in July, and economists expected to gain 80,000. So you expect plus 80, you get minus 23. That's 103,000 jobs short of what economists expected. May and June quietly revised down by another roughly 100,000 jobs. So we are hemorrhaging jobs. A lot of people left the labor force, which made the unemployment rate tick down very slightly despite the loss of jobs. But the point is, hiring has stalled. Trump said we're going to be hiring like never before. Hiring is completely stalled. Previous reports were worse than reported, which, remember, when Biden was president, if there was a slight downward revision the month after, Republicans would go, they were deliberately lying about jobs numbers and later revised. Well, that's what's happening right now. And meanwhile, the affordability crisis that Trump was going to solve is getting worse because prices keep going up. Consumer prices up 3.5% from a year earlier, food up 3%, energy up almost 16%. Trump said energy would be down 50%. So this is a major problem. These are real numbers. They affect people's budgets. It is the shopper who goes to the grocery store and spends $110 and goes, I didn't get anything. Or a family that says, I had to carry a credit card balance from last month, couldn't pay it off entirely, paid interest on that. This month, I've got the interest on last month, plus I also can't pay off the credit card this month. So now I'm paying interest on multiple months. And I've got to stay in a job I hate because there might not be another good job available, or I'll lose health care if I leave. And Trump is golfing. Trump is golfing. Trump will go, well, the stock market's doing well. A rising market, I prefer it to a falling one. I own stocks. That's true. I'd rather that. There are millions of people with retirement accounts tied to the stock market. So that's good nominally. But the wealthiest 1% own more than half of all the stocks. 1% owns half the stocks in the United States. So when you see market records, for most people, that doesn't make it any easier to buy groceries. And Trump said he would be the affordability president for everyone and all. It doesn't help people afford their day-to-day. Now, David, are you saying presidents can't ever take a day off? No, presidents can take time off. Also, being president is not a job you take because you want vacation. Presidents don't control every economic variable. That's true. 1 week jobs report doesn't prove that the president is doing everything wrong. But I'm just asking for us to hold Trump, let me take that back. I'm asking elected officials to be held to the promises they made. No one made Trump promise prices were going to come down dramatically, and prices have gone up. And I can't believe I'm still talking about this. What does it mean that I still have to explain that when inflation goes from 4 to 3.5, the rate at which prices are increasing has gone down? but prices are still increasing. And the promise was prices would straight up decline. So we just need to be doing the level of scrutiny that is appropriate to evaluate whether the president is keeping the promises that he made. So when you see Trump playing golf again, yes, it's shocking how unhealthy he looks. It's shocking how he can barely walk, his swollen ankles, and all of that is true, and we can analyze that. But he's playing golf again. And he said, I'm not going to play a lot of golf because I'm going to be so busy dealing with all these problems. And he is just playing golf and not dealing with any problems. Now, if Trump had, I don't really care about golf per se. You know, Biden was not a golfer. Obama did play some golf. George W. Bush played some golf. Trump played a ton of golf in his first term. I don't have a problem with the golf per se. I have a problem with jobs are disappearing, bills are rising, families are stretched. You promised you would fix it. And the president is standing next to a golf cart surrounded by wealthy people who never have to worry about what groceries cost, never have to worry about what healthcare is going to cost, telling him, sir, it's all going so great because my portfolio looks really good once again. No, come on, guys. Come on. I would really respect a MAGA, middle-class MAGA, who fell for this crap. If they wrote in and said, David, I consider myself a right-winger. I like the idea of what Trump's doing on immigration. I even like the Iran war. Who the hell knows? Although I don't think many people like the Iran war. But objectively, Trump has not made any of those promises that he made economically a reality. And I don't even really think he's trying. He doesn't really care about middle-class people. I would respect such a MAGA if they reached out to me and they said that. Now, the right is going full speed ahead, trying to suppress dissenting voices on social media and on digital platforms because they know that the numbers are no good. They see what's happening, and I just hit my microphone and I apologize for that, especially if you're wearing headphones. I'm getting agitated. They see that the promises aren't happening. It's not working. Rather than try to argue that it is, because they can't, they're trying to suppress those of us who are simply saying, evaluate for yourselves. This is a key difference between the MAGA people and us. I simply say to you, fact check everything I'm saying. Don't take my word that prices are up. Look up the inflation rate. You don't have to believe me. That's the key difference. Trump goes, don't believe what you're seeing and hearing. I will tell you what the truth is. If you're confident that you're communicating the truth to people, you encourage people to go and fact check you. Everything I said here, the jobs numbers, the unemployment rate, what's going on with, but there's 500,000 manufacturing jobs just available. Nobody wants them. Fact check me. You'll see that I'm telling you the truth. It's up to you to figure out what to do with that truth. They are telling you, ignore all of reality and just listen to us. Makes you wonder why, doesn't it? Summer entertaining is easier when you have delicious bakery quality bread and dessert ready to go in your freezer. That's where our sponsor, Wild Grain, has you covered, because Wild Grain delivers sourdough bread, seasonal pastries, and French butter from small independent bakeries. Everything bakes from frozen in 25 minutes or less. I served the Wild Grain cherry pie bites warm with vanilla ice cream when I had friends over. It's great. Buttery crust, flaky. It was gone quickly. You can choose from classic, gluten-free, vegan, and protein boxes. If you're looking for an easy way to enjoy bakery quality bread and pastries at home with ease, try Wild Grain. They also donate 2 meals to a food security nonprofit of your choice with every order at no extra cost. They've already donated over 850,000 meals to families in need. Wild Grain has more than 40,000 5-star reviews. They were named USA Today's best food subscription box 3 years in a row. Plus, they've got award-winning croissants, which I love. Go to wildgrain.com/Pakman to get $30 off your first box and free croissants for life. The link is in the description.